Yo, it's the Road Slow Podcast, man. We back.
We got us a guest.
Hey,
Hey,
go ahead. Hey,
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Juno the Stylist. That's me.
Juno.
That
Bogey to Juno. Come on, let's start it out.
Hey, welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the show. I'm sipping on bourbon today. What you got, D?
Man, you know I got this. What's this thing, Jay?
Epsilon.
There we go. My guy, Epsilon, and we got a little dab of Casamigos with it.
You mixing?
Violent. No, but that's
good. We gotta go up, man.
Respect.
It's a good conversation. Gotta have a good drink.
What you got, Juno?
I got that Terramana, the rock alcohol. It's better than Casamigos, and it's cheaper.
The rocks alcohol?
Go ahead, sponsor me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even know about Terramana.
Hey, me neither. You put us on.
The same thing as Casamigos. They got Blanco, they got Reposado. It's cheaper. They do
Respect.
You can get alcohol out here from like CVS. So alcohol from CVS is like alcohol from Lax. It's way cheaper.
It's crazy. So okay, today we're gonna really get into it. Like
Hold up.
Obviously we know you're a stylist, like as you mentioned, but like what you've done, like just in the time span of like just observing like how you've been grinding, it like really speaks volumes to the hard work that you put in. So like, we just kind of want to elaborate on that today and like allow like your story to be, a story for somebody else to look up to. So let's get into it. Like, how did you, like, where does this all start? Because I ain't gonna hold you, like, you went to Morgan. I know you went to Morgan. Like, did it start in college? Like,
okay, so fashion, like, I've been around this my whole life. My dad is a designer. So elementary school, I was going to photo shoots, fashion shows, but I didn't know that like that's something I wanted to do. I used to just, you have dress down days in school and stuff. It's like, all right, that's your time to shine. But then I feel like it hit me like high school, prom to be exact. I made my prom dress. I hated it. My dad cried.
How long did it take you to make the prom dress?
My dad is a designer. Like, I had an idea and he sketched it out. It probably took maybe a few weeks. And so when I went for the fitting, I was like, I don't like nothing about this. So like he was blown. I was just like, so we gave me a whole new dress. It was like see-through all down the side. You couldn't tell me nothing. So I think at that moment it was like, okay, this is interesting. And then when I got to college, I actually went to college to be a physical therapist. I was like a trainer for like freshman and JV basketball as a cheerleader in high school. So I was going to be a female trainer in the NBA. Couldn't get past biology. And I was just like, all right.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas understand that. I ain't gonna hold it. I was supposed to be an accountant. Shit.
Somebody look. Get like that though.
I took biology like 3 times. No cap.
Oh shit. You really could. Okay, respect.
It's all right though.
I switched my major to fashion. Well, the major at Morgan is family and consumer science, with a concentration in fashion merchandising. So like I took merchandising classes, I took interior design classes. I had to make an outfit in order to graduate. I took computer aid design. And then, like, my senior year, I had took 22 credits. Like, I was getting up out of Morgan.
No, you was getting to it. 22, slam.
Yeah, so I had a lot of, like,
workhorse.
With, like, me being the only graduating senior, I remember, like, my last week of school, I was sitting in my professor's office just, like, every day just trying to, you had to make an outfit, like, via, like, Adobe Illustrator. That shit hard. But, at that moment, it was just like, okay, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hanifa Official, but she did like the first 3D design fashion show during Fashion Week, like in the peak of COVID. And I used to work for her.
Hard.
I'm gonna shoot my
Rogie to that. Hold on.
Yeah, we gotta drink that. That's a slight right there.
Well, she said Hanifa. I don't know her.
Yeah, Hanifa. Yeah, when you said that, but
look her up. Like she from the
But that's
DMV too. So
for real. I'm definitely gonna look her up. No, this is the rewind. This is an interesting thing though, right? That you talking about you like made your prom dress, right? So my junior year, and if you're listening, look, we good, my dog, we good. But my junior year, you know, the girl asked me to go to prom. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And I had to get fitted. I guess her people was making a dress from scratch. And like Slim, I came out that joint looking like a golden, like I don't even know, all gold and everything. I'm like, fool, I can't do it like this, dog, for prom. But like,
you look fucked up. Like I ain't gonna lie.
oh, hold on, Tio. I didn't look. Hold on. I didn't. No. I didn't look fucked. I didn't look that fucked up. I had the little J to cover it. Now, the part, hey, I ain't say she looked fucked up, but somebody got more likes than the other that night.
Chat back there, you gotta cut us some slack. Like you got.
No, I mean very humble. It was just like I don't even want to do that because I'm drinking a little bit. I don't even want to do it. Go ahead. So that's no. I ain't no ill. My dog, love her. There we go. But going back to what you were talking about the fashion. So like with the was it the 3D fashion show, correct?
Yeah. So like Fashion Week is typically, I want to say her show was like September, but it was virtual. So she went live on Instagram. And so, you thinking you better go to you're just looking at a fashion show. Nah, 3D bodies is just walking. You can tell they black bodies too. They curvy. Like, it was just like a game changer. Like, what the fuck?
And you helped with that, right?
No. I didn't help with that. But, me, I'm a shoot my shot type of person. So when I was in college, I DM'd her like, you looking for an intern? At this point, I was just hungry. And she was like, yeah, I got a photo shoot Saturday. I need this, and this. I'm about to cash up you $100. Can you come? Yep. She was like, do you drive? Yep. Like, and I was living in Baltimore at the time. So I remember just like cutting and sewing patterns, not sewing, but like cutting patterns out, shipping stuff in her apartment, like on her floor. Now she's like CDFA approved. She just had her fashion show not too long ago, her very first live fashion show in DC at the National Portrait Gallery. Everybody's been her stuff. Iman, Sierra, Kelly Rowland, like she's really pretty big. So that's, I think, what really gave me my breakthrough to just like, my dad is pretty well known in the DMV area, so I didn't want to be labeled as his daughter. Like, it's cool, it gets you in some doors, but I just wanted to like make a name for myself and just be like, all right, nah. Like his brand name is Cass, and that stands for Kenny, Alexis, and Sydney, which is him and me and my sister. So I wanted to I don't want to be Cass' daughter. I want to be me. So that's how I got started for real.
So Morgan, you graduated. Boom. Then what? Like, how did
I graduated. What did I do? I was working with her. I graduated. She opened up a showroom in Baltimore. I worked there. We had to depart. Like, we went our separate ways. Cool. It was no malice or anything. Like, she wished me the best. I moved home. I became a teacher at Wise.
Whoa,
that's crazy. I became a paraprofessional when I went home too
for a week. I was like, fuck them kids. Like, no shade, but this how they got me. They was like,
you said a week?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. All right.
They was like, you teach family and consumer science. They gave me nutritional science, which was a cooking class. All right, I know how to cook. They're like, you teach this for the remainder of the school year. Next school year, we'll give you fashion courses. It sound good, you know what I'm saying? It's the best of both worlds. My major is in this, cool. My first week, I was like, I'm not trying to be the reason these kids go in the wrong direction because I don't care. Like, to be honest, like,
you're a real one for that.
I respect, yeah, like that's respect.
That I gave them, it was like, we already did this with the old teacher. It was just like, nah. And then I feel like one of the faculty members came in my class to observe and just kind of embarrassed me. And I was just like, I'm an adult, bro. You pulled me to the side. And at that moment, I was just like, I don't even want to do this. Like,
right.
So
at least you y'all like knew that, because there's a lot of people who like I see are like teachers now, and they like
that's my thing. At least going to Morgan, I appreciate my professors who really knew what they were talking about and who were really willing to help you. Like, for instance, biology, like my chemistry teacher put me to the side, like, I don't want to see you fail. You need to come to my office hours. I'm like, bet, pass chemistry. You know what I'm saying? So then you have your professors who really just doing it for a check. Like, I didn't want to be that person. So I left. I left abruptly too. I'm not even gonna hold you. But then I became concierge for like DC properties in Virginia. And then one day I was listening to this Okay, backtrack. In the midst of that, my dad had the opportunity to style a TV show in LA. That was my first time going to LA. We were there for a month. This TV show is called Double Cross. It's on All Black. It's like Bob Johnson. He has his own network. Bob Johnson is the former owner of BET. So he has his own network, and we did that. You know, I was like, he was set designer, and I was key costume. So I had a big role to fill those shoes to really show what I could bring to the table because I was getting.
I'm sorry, just what is like key costume for the like for the viewers? Like, what does that mean?
Costume, I mean, it's basically just like the wardrobe stylist. So what I would do was we'll get all these clothes, you know, depending on that's the thing about film. I like working film because you read the script, they give you the whole script, you read the script, they give you the character synopsis, you break down. So it could be like Kelvin, 40-year-old male, doctor, wears suits to work. You know, now I'm curating an outfit based upon what I just read about you. Right. So it gives me free creative range to basically pick out your whole wardrobe for the whole season. And I feel like, you know, that was fun because I talked about being a stylist. Y'all, I'll never forget, I went on a little date or whatever. And this dude asked me, what do you do? And I was just, oh yeah, I'm a wardrobe stylist. I just go to people's house and I do this. And I was just talking. I ain't even do that yet. Now look at me really doing it. So
hey, that's how I really got. We're gonna rogue into that too. Manifestation.
Like, yeah, I do this. I do closet organization. You say rogie?
Yeah, we got rogue into that. Come on, real live. You got manifest. You got real. I said it.
You do
got manifest.
So we did that, and I was just like, and we stayed in like Burbank, we stayed in Sherman Oaks, we stayed in Brea, which is like equivalent to staying in Waldorf. You know.
And real fast, I just want to like shout out the fact that like you're not trying to like start off at the top, like trying to like, you know, so you really trying to work your way into the stuff. Because what you said with the designer, you was in Baltimore, she was in DC. You like, I'll be an intern, I'll do whatever. Like, I'm just trying to be in that realm. And you made it work. And then like right here, you realize doing the work and it's going, and it, you know, as you would later tell, it pays off. But I just want to shout that out. That's real like good shit.
Because a lot of people just feel like, you know, I'm good, which is cool. You should feel like you're good, but they become very unhumble. And it's just like, of course, we all want money, but I don't care about the money. Like, I really care about the art of it. So, that happened. And then I was working concierge. So I was listening to this lady podcast. She was from Baltimore. She was just it's called Fashionpreneur Diaries. So me being shoot the shot person that I am, I email her just like, hey, I work for X, Y, and Z. I listen to your podcast. I would love to work for you. I'm thinking about moving to LA. You know what I'm saying? But if there's any opportunities, let me know. So somebody had reached out to me like, let us know when you move. We're always hiring. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me put all my eggs in a basket. Let me figure out some stuff. I had a god sister that lived in LA. I asked her, could I stay with her for a little bit? I'm just winging it at this point.
Hey, that's really how it gotta be though. I ain't gonna lie. Taking that leap is really all it takes.
The CEO now emails me like, your resume stuck out to me. We get these emails all the time, but you know, looking at your resume, I'm very impressed. I would like to set up a phone interview. So I'm like, oh shit, like this could really make or break. Like, and then we had a phone interview. She was like, you know, well, I know that this is a big move. I'm gonna get back to you in like 2 days. Cool. She's like, I got some other interviews. Okay, cool. Friday, I'll never forget. I was at the nail salon. I get a call from her. She like, yo, I want to move you out here. I'm like, what? Like, she
That's
told me she
tough.
want me out here. She like, when can you be out here? I'm like, 2 weeks. I ain't tell nobody. I packed all my stuff. I shipped my car, and I just got the fuck. Like, I didn't post that I moved to LA to like a month of me being out here. I was trapping it on my goss's just her air mattress for a month, looking for apartments, just trying to figure it out. I had shipped my car, packed all my stuff. I remember catching a flight a one way with 6 suitcases, me and my mom, just really doing it. And then y'all,
Mom, man. Shout out,
I
mom.
came, I started working. I signed my lease a month later. She fired me 2 days after I signed my lease.
Whoa.
Real?
Whoa. Hold up. This had to like
Yeah, I'm
this
about to say,
had
it was like,
all the
damn, it was like
ingredients
it's
for a
so,
good
like it's so
story.
sweet.
For that
It's
one.
like, damn.
Yeah,
It was
Rogie.
like, fool,
Rogie.
you had this storybook fucking like.
Oh my soul. The ingredients was all there. How the hell? We gotta take a shot. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, son, like this process is just like
It's perfect.
It
perfect.
sounds
Perfect.
Like, she fired me. Y'all, like, I'm an Aries. Like, we got fired, but
This nigga Aries too.
Hey.
I cried.
When your birthday? Hold up.
So hard.
When your birthday?
March 31st.
Oh, respect April 3rd. All right, you close. All right, cool.
I'm supposed to be born April 3rd. I
Man,
like
it. Hey, son, you ugly as shit. Son.
I cried so hard, but it was like God. Season 2 had got renewed for the TV show. So in the midst of me getting fired, I literally sat outside the job for like 45 minutes just crying. Like, I called my mom. My mom was like, "You want me to call her?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm grown. Like, you need to let me figure this out."
Right.
I went straight to the TV show because now the TV show is like, well, you have a job, your hours don't work, COVID's going on, you got to get tested every 3 days. Like, it's not in alignment. Got fired. I went on set every day. After that, I don't want to be that cliche person like you just gotta have faith, but like stuff started picking up. I styled Blueface. I styled his artist Krishan. I styled Omarion.
Is that the one with the missing tooth? Respect.
Crazy thing is, she's from the DMV. She's from Baltimore.
Yeah, she from like, yeah, I'm about to say I did piece.
We can't say the DMV is Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm about to say you know better.
You know we can't say that.
It's not okay. It's Maryland.
You know better than that.
Yeah, I'm about to say Baltimore is his own entity. Let them have it. We don't be with them. You already know.
I actually like Baltimore. Like, I lived there for 5
years. They converted her. Now
she was real Scrabble cooking scrap. Yeah.
No, but yeah. So I did that, and then it was just like, ever since then, I feel like the TV show ended in August of last year. September, November, December was just like go. Like, I had did Koi like twice. I had did Blueface.
Koi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
twin of them.
Okay.
You know, I just
twin of them.
I just got off tour with her not too long ago. So
look, Rogie to that. Come on, man.
Bro, I say,
hold up.
Y'all trying to get lit over here.
You know, this is what we do now. This is what we do,
man. We got
to highlight this though.
We have to highlight this because this is amazing for real.
I appreciate it. All right.
Oh my god.
We have a little bit more.
You dangerous. He over here mixing tequila.
That nigga tripping.
Big dog, man, big dog. But go ahead. So continue on. So you was styling Coil Ray, Blueface, and his.
Yeah, so one of my homegirls, she's from the DMV. She do lashes. Lash by M, Maya. Shout out to her. She had a friend. His name was L. And I just, me being the shoot my shot person, reached out to him. He was like, I'm looking for an assistant. And I'm just so hungry for this. Like, LA is expensive.
Yes.
Expensive. Yes. Like, you might have to go on the corner.
Can you kind of like go into that a little bit? Like, how is it? Like, because, we all hear it. Like, obviously LA, and we be seeing shit. DC getting up there too now. But like LA being so high and like the amount of jobs being limited to how many people live out there is like how
crazy. It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like DC minimum wage is higher than LA's, right?
For it probably is because like man, it's some fucked up place. When I was out there for a month, it was so fucked up. That's the first place I seen gas being $3, and that was like 3 years ago, bro. Like no, like
let me tell y'all. So I live in Koreatown. It's a gas station not too far. It's like regular. It's like $4.30. That's good. That's real good. But you go to Beverly Hills, y'all. I paid $5.79 the other day for regular. I got a little Corolla, a 2016 Corolla.
$5.79.
I would have realized I've walked to a nearest gas station that's cheaper and carry that thing back to the car. So
and see me out here, I ride my gas too. I'm gonna eat because it's so expensive. Like we're gonna get there. Don't worry about how we're gonna get. But the apartment search is probably the hardest process because I'm new. I don't know the areas just yet. My god sister, she's very suburban. She grew up in Howard County, Arizona, and I'm the Southeast junk. So we like night and day. She lives in Burbank with the horses and stuff. That ain't me.
So Southeast, I don't like the fact you said South. That you try to include Baltimore with the DMV. I don't like that.
Okay. I wasn't trying to say it like that, but I don't know who y'all audience is. I be going on apartment tours, and the dude was like, "Yeah, I'm from the DMV." I'm like, "Okay, I'm from Southeast." He's like, "Yeah, I'm from Northern Virginia." Stop what you doing.
Whoa.
Wait,
Northern Virginia might could get that though.
Northern Virginia before Baltimore.
Yeah, but Northern Virginia could get that. Arlington, niggas go to Arlington a lot.
We barely even claim Virginia. Why y'all doing this?
Northern Virginia, the Pentagon out there though.
That's the V.
Okay, that's as far as we're going. As far as the DMV is Arlington, Pentagon.
That's Northern Virginia though.
No, because Tyson's is Northern Virginia. Tyson's Northern Virginia. We give Tyson.
We gonna claim Tyson's more. That's the only thing we got.
We go there.
Okay, as a fellow Baltimorean, because I live there.
Whoa, set tripping now. Set tripping. She just stamped the South Side now, Baltimorean. You set tripping.
Not set tripping.
And that's on Mary. Okay, but what was he doing? What was I saying?
My bad, I'm sorry. We were talking about LA and how basically your god sister was very suburban.
Yeah, so I feel like the apartment search was the hardest part because I'm figuring out places to stay. Koreatown seemed to be like, it's like prices of Southeast. You got your Northeast prices and then your Northwest prices and you got your Southeast prices. So my job was downtown in the fashion district, so I wanted to be relatively close. I live in Koreatown, and they are very racist, but it's okay though. Yeah. It's okay. They be running from me in the elevator. People be turning around, facing the wall like they in timeout in the elevator, but like I just laugh. They all scared of me, like what I'm saying.
They turn the wall. Sometimes people do that with COVID too, but they turn the wall though. Like, cause I know this lady. No. Hear what I'm about to say. Hear what I'm about to say before I say it. I about to say this lady at my job. I'm talking about she wear the face mask. She wear the regular mask. She wear the little gent you put on your little head.
For wardrobe style, and they give you that. So, cause you gotta be in people's face, but I don't like.
She wear that and 2 masks, and then when you walking down the hallway, she'll literally turn to the wall and go to a corner so she don't.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, you think I'm brought here, but all in all, I like my apartment. It's very luxurious. You got your 24-hour security, which is cool because I'm a female. I live alone. I know y'all been hearing about all the shit that's been going on lately out here. It's getting hazy. It's cool though. I like my area. Before they built this apartment building, I could see the Staples Center from my balcony.
That's like that.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's like that.
Hike.
Have you ever been to a Laker game?
I haven't. I'm trying to go. Only time I've been to the Staples Center was for Koi's show, which was cool. Just the adrenaline of being backstage. Like, I feel like my latest. I already done a lot of stuff, but like my latest moment was probably the Versus with 3 6 Mafia.
I was just about to ask you about that. That niggas was working like, I was about to say that shit got lit.
When they was brawling?
Yeah.
Hey, talk about that. Talk about that, man.
I was on stage. So we getting juicy dress, it's a cool moment. Everybody's drinking, chilling. And that's the stuff that people don't talk about. Like, you think about, I always tell myself that I want to make a tell-all book. I don't want to be like talking about the ins and outs of fashion, but I want to be talking about the ins and outs of fashion. We be up. We got shifts like nurses, like 12. I be on set for 12 hours, 14 hours. Like, you start at 8 in the morning, you ain't done till like 8 at night, or you start at 8 at night, you ain't done till 8 in the morning. You emailing people, you going to go do pulls, you pulling all these clothes, for the day of, and some people may not like it. They do like it. You got to mix and match. Then you got to return everything. You got to make sure everything is, if you used it, for instance, versus, everybody's crowded, juicy sweat, you got to put that stuff in the cleaners. You got to take it back in the best shape that you got it in. But Versus was really lit. I'm not gonna hold y'all. When that stuff happened, I thought they was joking. I thought it was just like a little hostility. Like, are we playing? Then a nigga launched the microphone. I'm just like, oh, they really about to. I'm like, can I stand here? They about to start wrecking. They about to start busting. Like, what's going on? But it was cool. It was so fun. They brought Wayne out, Lord John out.
They brought Terrence Howard out.
They brought Terrence Howard out.
That's OC that like all that shit transpired.
To be on stage looking at that, I'd be like.
And Juicy is like my main client right now, so like.
For real?
Nickname.
Hey, that's.
Oh,
like
yeah,
high school, I used to be
on
first
name basis.
Crazy.
She on the first name basis. She said Juicy. I was like, oh, who you talking about? Okay, okay.
He said, your name is Juicy Jew. I'm like, oh, we in there, like.
Respect, Juicy Jew.
Bro, get it, Juicy Jew.
Y'all sipping, and I feel like I'm taking a lot of shots, and y'all not on my level.
Who's sipping?
I'm about to say, I've been taking shots. I was hit before the show. You hear me?
See, and I'm mixing too, and I ain't sipping. I'm taking shots, my guy. You chase it with a Red Bull.
Tequila.
Huh?
You mixing tequila.
Still, we doing something. It's too different.
You're not necessarily mixing, bro.
I ain't necessarily mixing, but I'm mixing the brands. There we go.
Are you mixing?
That's cool.
You got one Blanco, one Reposado. What you doing?
I don't know. I don't even know what that was. Which one was that? Reposado? Red Reposado. And this
is okay. Let me ask you this though, because like I ain't gonna lie, like, man, you doing that shit, like real life, like you doing it. But like a lot of people aren't, you know what I mean? Like, and the one thing that I could say that's been significant about like everything that you've said is like you gonna go and email that person, like you're gonna go and DM, or you're gonna go and reach out.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like that's why a lot of people like, because there's a lot of stylists out here, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who want to start styling, who, classify themselves as stylists, but, aren't necessarily taking the right steps from what I see. Do you agree?
The right steps. What you feel like is the right steps?
I don't believe that there's no right steps to anything. Okay. Like, I believe that you can figure out anything based upon like however like you are as a person. Like you if you can somewhat identify why you're not where you are, then I feel like you can figure it out. Anybody can. But the main thing is identifying why, or the steps that you take that you aren't taking to like really see the results that you want. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Like, one thing that I like we stand on, and like one thing that I believe is part of the reason like why we're where we're at right now is because we don't like consistency. Like, the main thing that we wanted to focus on is being consistent. Like, each and every week we want to guarantee that we're going to provide something for you to look at. We're going to adhere to like the things that people want from us. You know what I mean?
And one thing, listen to all our listeners too. This consistency is a lot of hard work with it.
It really is though. Like,
that's a lot of hard work. So when we miss a little day and we drop on a Monday or something, trust me, we working hard and we just ain't make that deadline Sunday. But that next day, we gonna get that out. We making sure every week y'all got something for you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, being a freelancer, consistency is hard.
For sure.
I feel like I had to get out of the DMV. I became very depressed, like very stagnant. You know, my living circumstances, of course, I live with my mom, but we live with my aunt, and my aunt had 3 children, 6, 7, and like 13.
Oh
Here
man.
I am at the time, 24, just like getting angry, like not even intentionally. It's just like I feel stuck. Like as a creator, creative block is very real, and a lot of times I feel like people don't know how to handle it. I am in therapy. I've been in therapy for like almost 2 years now.
That's what's up.
It's very helpful because just as a person, I don't want to project anything on a future spouse, future children, the future work environment, any of that. I want to be healed in my life so that you will get some closed doors in your face, and that's fine. But I feel like I left because I really hate to say this because like I'm DC to the day I die, but like y'all niggas some haters. Like
That's a fact.
nobody wants to work together. Everybody is like in fake competition with each other. I know when I first got started, my very first creative director project was with Mike. Shout out to my bro. And Clark, that's my dog. Like she got my respect in this fashion industry in the DMV holding that
Shout
shit
out
down.
Clark. Shout
Oh,
out.
she's gone. Yeah, oh yeah.
Girl.
Also interviewed her too, y'all. You know.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's cool for the people who can make a name for themselves back home. I respect that 100%. I too want to do some stuff back home, but I had to go. Like, I just felt the energy back home. Niggas is dying left and right. Shit is going on. Like, I just needed to change for myself. So just even coming out to LA, I came out to LA. I don't really like to say the word broke because when you start speaking that stuff, you start believing it, but like low. So I came out to LA with like a solid 3K in my pocket. That's it. I was like, you gonna make this shit work. And it's very expensive out here. Sometimes you feel like you want to get on the corner, shake a little something, but I feel like opportunities have just been falling on my lap. For instance, today, my homegirl, she was my manager, but she's not my manager anymore. She sent me somebody's page and they was like, we looking for an assistant. So shoot my shot
So
again, like me. And
let
they
me
like,
let me ask you this though, real fast. So, cause you said a lot of stuff I really want to hit on, but first thing is the last thing you just said. Your friend is your manager. Like how like your homegirl was your manager and stuff. Like was it like complications where the manager and that being your friend kind of just mixed in, where it's just like
when I moved out here, this was a joke. Oh, full circle moment. The job I got fired from, start seeing me working, doing all my creative stuff, they rehired me as a creative marketing manager. So
wow.
for their brand, I, do emails, I curate the page, I make reels, I have my own photo shoots with the clothing, setting, all that stuff. So
Ooh, you see how it is when you stay down though. So beautiful.
you got to, and like
Real
in this
deal.
industry, this fashion industry, like you don't want to burn no bridges with nobody because you never know when you're gonna need them. So it's like I could have took that like, oh yeah, you played me. Like I just moved out here. I could have been angry, but it's like that was just not in alignment. That was my reason to get out here and like really blossom. And nothing has been peaches and cream. I have my days I'm just sitting in my crib just crying, like, cause you don't know what's next. Like, the money is not like a 9 to 5 where you got bi-weekly, you getting invoices, you got payout 30s. Like, we don't get paid until 30 days. Now you figuring out if your lights will cut off, whatever the case may be. But you just gotta stay down. Like, you really have to stay down and just stay focused and just be hungry for it. So when the designer hit me up today, like, can you come by the shop? Like, we just want to rap to you real quick. Okay, cool. I went by there. Like, we got a photo shoot in Joshua's Tree, which is like driving to Philly from DC for real. It's like 2 hours away. They're like, we're gonna take a Sprinter. We got like 6 looks, 2 models. Name your price. Now I'm in a position where I'm getting less than minimum wage to name your price. And
That's tough. That's tough.
yeah, and it's a sticky situation because it's like sometimes you want to know your worth, but then you like, I'm so hungry for this. I don't care about the money. Just put me out there.
You
And the
gotta find
thing
a
is,
balance though too. But go ahead,
and
D.
I was just gonna say, like, that shit is like great to simplify, like how we already reiterated how you did not bite the hand that gave you the opportunity, whatever the case is. Even though they tried to, get rid of you and stuff like that, you didn't do it in a negative fashion. Where the moment that they fired you, you didn't try to go get angry, you didn't try to go on them or something like that. You accepted it, whatever the case is, learn from that, then you just grind harder. And then they seen how good you became, how much you grinded. They're like, man, we gotta get her on.
Yeah,
Like,
when I had my first like initial meeting, she was just like, wow, like, do I even know you anymore? Like you just blossom, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to take like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like appraisal. Like people like, oh, I'm proud of you. Like you out here doing it. It's like, damn, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like honestly, you're your biggest critic. So it's like,
Absolutely, yeah.
but that's the good thing to have, though. That's a great thing to
That's
have
gonna
because some
continue to
people get
motivate
big.
you. Like you're not staying complacent.
Yeah.
no, I'm trying to be, y'all. I got so many goals and just things I want to do in this fashion industry. I just got accepted into Parsons School of Design for their complex streetwear design.
Let's
So,
go ahead, Rogie, to
Oh,
that.
man, why?
Let's
Come
go ahead,
on.
Rogie, to that, man.
but I'm trying to stay focused on that because it's online. You know, we we grown now, so we got everyday life. So to come home and get off work, I could be getting off work at 5 a.m. Then got to log into class. It's like, and I'm learning from like Don C, Jeff Staples, what's the essentials guy?
Oh, good. You learning from
These are my
all.
professors, like Dapper Dan, like, and they just make videos and you gotta do the assignments and then you get a little certificate at the end of it.
That's so
Those are
hard.
your teachers?
Yeah,
That's so
so
hard.
each
Oh
lesson
shit!
is
Now I'm about to say
like
that's a
Carl Kanai, and Carl Kanai live in LA. Like I be pulling from him. Like I done been to his house, his showroom, just pull some stuff. Like it's really how you said earlier about Atlanta. Like you really don't know who you're gonna run into. I feel like outside of working with Juicy, my biggest project was probably Quavo and Young Miami Strut the Ground. That
you was on. You did scrub the
Hey,
ground.
Strut the Ground.
I
I was
fuck with how humbly you just like throwing it out there. Man, Quavo, yeah, man. No, but ain't nobody. Like, I like how she humbly just
I'm
throwing it
trying to
out
listen.
there.
Like
that
what?
stuff, but like that's the stuff that people don't see. Like for like a month straight, I was working like 9 in the morning to like 2 in the morning every day, just pulling clothes, going to all these stripper stores, getting Freaknik outfits, just really doing it. And I remember we was only doing the background. 6 hours before my manager's flight, they was like, "Yo, yeah, I got Quavo." We like, what? Like, now we trying to hurry up and get stuff together. We pulling all these clothes, and then like you see the finished product. It's like it's very humbling, but it's like, damn, like I did that. Like, it's moments where you have to like, as a creative, you gotta applaud yourself for the small wins.
Nah, like you really got to give yourself such a big pat on the back.
No, you doing
Especially
shit.
if it just look like just think about that leap. Like you real said, you know what? I'm here. My situation is just not what I wanted to be. And I feel like a lot of the times people sit and soak in the fact that like your situation isn't necessarily ideal or things ain't necessarily like working. But it's just like, bro, I gotta just go. Like I gotta figure it out later. Like, cause at the end of the day, you got fired when you got out there. You could have real went and came back home. You know what I'm saying? You could have been defeated.
And I'm not even trying to make it seem like everything is oh so perfect. I still have my moments where I'm like, damn, like I should just go back home. I can save money, but then I'm like, damn, if I go home, I'm be depressed.
I ain't gonna hold you. You go home.
I feel like go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, D.
No, I was just gonna say I feel like everybody who on that grind of like going away from home and like really trying to pave your own way and you really trying to like you have goals to yourself. I would say when you hit those hard stumps, you always have that thought like maybe to go home just to like to calm just to calm down or something like that. But then when you think about it, I go home, I'm not gonna do half of the stuff that I'm already doing right now, or doing like the stuff like because it's like you said though, when you hit like I ain't gonna say the DMV is negative right now, but I'm just saying I would say the environment because we was raised there, right? So certain things that we'll be trying to do the same things over and over, like as we were as teenagers and stuff.
Like, your competitors are your mans, and it's like, yo,
yeah,
I'm not
that's
even
it.
saying I need to work for your brand or you need to work for my brand, but why can't we help each other eat? And I feel like that's my biggest thing back home. Like, it's so much I want to do just for fashion and creators because we don't get that platform. It's a lot of people in the DMV who don't even leave the DMV. And I've been trying to like talk to the kids at Morgan just to tell them, like, if I knew what I knew now back then, like, yo, be hungry for this. Like, really work for it and know that like a door can close in your face at any moment, but you gotta stand 10 toes. Like, you gotta stand 10 toes. And it's really just a learning process. Like, I'm growing as the more I work that I do. Like, it's fun. You meet cool people. I got business cards, so like I go out every weekend. I network in the bathroom at the club if I have to. Like, yo, I'm a stylist. She like, yo, I'm a photographer. Like, let's tap in. Now I got your Instagram. Now you're trying to work with me, and it's just like I feel like that's what I like about LA. Everything is so accessible. People are very friendly out here. Although people say it's the devil's playground, you know what I'm saying? There are some people who are not on drugs who really want to work and they got money out here. Like,
They be heavy on the drugs up that way, boy.
So I think like my final question really is like, how does the hunger continue? Because like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people will aspire to even do some of the shit that you done just in your young start. So like, how do you stay hungry?
um, I feel like you have to have the mentality of it could all stop tomorrow, and B, that like the person next to you can go further than you. And that's not intimidation, but it's just, that trigger to like, I need to keep going. It's days where I don't work for a week, and it's days when I'm working for a month straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's times where I just want to give up and cry and just be like, it's not for me just because somebody else is. That's another thing. Like, social media is such a good platform, but it's also very negative to our generation. We don't know how to use it properly, and I feel like there's room for everybody at the table. Even if you feel like it's not room, you create your own table. So people also, I want to say, like, don't be afraid to reach out to people. I've emailed Tyler Perry. I've emailed Tiana Taylor. I've emailed so many people, and cool, they may not see it, but like, you keep going. You have to be your own support system. You have to be bigger than yourself. You have to really want it and know that it's not going to come easy. There's some things where I'm like, oh yeah, this about to go up, and then it don't happen at all. But I can't lose my faith to like, okay, that's the end all be all. Like, I'm gonna get another project. So just aside from me working with people like Blueface and Coy and Boz of Dreamville and Juicy and Jada Waiter, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had different experiences and it has taught me so much to like within style, within people, within personality, within work ethic. Like, I don't want to be that girl, but I don't like working for the white man, period. Like, I will quit a job and figure some shit out, and living in LA ain't cheap. So I got my freelancing job, I got my 9 to 5 job, and then boom, I'm door dashing. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle. Like, and I feel like anybody who's hungry for it will really make it happen. And, those who don't, like, I don't know. Like, it's just a different mentality. Like, you gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta be really like, okay, I may not know where my next meal gonna come from, but I'm about to get this work done. I know that's me for sure. Like, everything ain't falling from the tree, and I don't expect it to. So, which is a lot of times people, I feel like I go further in life because I don't want to say I downplay myself, but like, it's really not about the money for me. So when I showed that, like, yo, it's not about the money, it's about the art. It's more than just what you wear, it's how you wear it, it's the story you're telling, it's the concept, it's the scenery, it's the poses. Like that tells a whole storyline. I think why I want to be creative director is because like y'all ever like seen a treatment like for a music video or something?
Yeah.
Yo, like just the breakdown from each scene to what it's going to be, to what the location is going to be, to how you're going to shoot it, to all of that stuff. It makes the full project. And I feel like that's what fashion is to me. It's not being a designer, it's not being a stylist, it's not being all that. It's the story that you tell. Like you could have on this purple stripe hoodie or hockey jacket, but like why you got that on? What made you wear that today? Like why you sitting in front of this background? Like all that stuff matters. And I just feel like I want everybody, or at least try to, just bet on yourself. Like you gonna fall. Nobody could tell me I was gonna be living in LA a year after I said I wanted to move out here. Nobody could be telling me I was gonna be here almost 2 years now. But hey, it's faith and it's God, and you gotta really be okay with like getting uncomfortable.
Hey, that was a gem right there, Sean.
Yeah, I say
hey,
real loud.
I don't even, we can't even say nothing right. We about to wrap it up right there.
Mic drop.
Yeah, the mic drop right there, Slim. She didn't say the gems right there. This is a great episode.
Really and don't be afraid to stay home either, but like make a name for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You matter. Like show these people what they're not used to seeing. Get uncomfortable and just create that art that people clown you for. It'll you never know who you're gonna inspire.
Straight up. Nah, we appreciate you, man.
Thank you. For real. This was amazing.
Episode full of gems, full of great stories right here. Listen, it's Rogue Souls, it's D.
Stacks.
Johnny B.
Hey, and we out. Yes, sir.
Christmas, that's the worst season. The only gift I ever got was freedom.